What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of DJ Reacts. We've got a lot of stuff going on right now. We've got the Miami Mall stuff going on. We've got Project Bluebeam going on. You know, there's a lot going on out there, and we want to know the truth, or at least get bits and pieces of the truth, so we can try to form some kind of opinion on what's actually out there. If you're new to my channel, my background, I've worked for a lot of government agency. I've worked for NASA the most. I've been to every NASA site within the United States. Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Aerotech, government contractor, Homeland Security, and a few FBI projects. But that's neither here or there. Let's get into this content, and as a disclaimer, as you know, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that I say. Don't believe anything that you see on these videos. Do your research. There is so much valid information out there, and people are just too lazy to do their own research. Go to CIA.gov. We've got the Freedom of Information Act. That was enacted, and it hurt my projects a lot. You know, so go there and use that, because if it's going to hurt, you might as well use it, you know? So go look at stuff, search stuff, do your research. There's a lot of valid information out there. There's also a lot of BS out there. So with this community, we're trying to steer away from the BS and build on factual evidence, things that have been documented, things that have been tried, true, and tested and documented. And you might not know, but the government documents everything extremely well. I'm talking to the smallest point. We have to document everything. Everything. Just like I said, everything right there with that upward inflection in my voice, they would document that upward inflection when he says everything in the first part of everything. So that just goes to show you. So let's get into this content. Let's see what we've got. It's a lot of weird stuff going on right now. My camera's not, hang on. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see what we've got. So you heard that, you saw it, you heard it. This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense, multiple unidentified objects. Everybody has their own opinions on this, whether it's Project Bluebeam, whether it's actual UFOs or UAPs or extraterrestrials or interdimensionals. That's not enough to go on, but let's see what else we've got. We've got the Miami stuff coming up, so let's take a look at that.
Multivitamins are toxic. Let me explain. Most of them are derived from coal tar, petroleum, and other synthetically derived chemicals. Listen to what the legendary holistic healer Dr. Sebi has to say about this.
Chemicals cannot assimilate. A chemical cannot assimilate with the human body. An herb can.
When you take these artificial vitamins, your body cannot absorb the nutrients it needs. Instead, here are 3 natural alternatives that align with Dr. Sebi's teachings. Number 1, sea moss. It contains 92 of the 102 minerals your body needs. It helps boost your energy, immunity, and manage blood pressure. Number 2, black seed oil. a powerful natural healer with countless benefits. Many who take it notice clearer skin, longer and thicker hair, along with a slimmer waistline. Number 3, burdock root. High in antioxidants, and Dr. Sebi approved. He said it would help purify the blood and clear the body of toxins. This right here combines all 3 of these supplements in their purest form, plus many more like bladder rack for gut health and ashwagandha to reduce stress. It's called multi-mineral, your daily dose of nature's wellness. Just go to the TikTok shop below and you can purchase yours. Experience its amazing benefits like thousands of others have.
So I wanted to play that real quick because if you know anything about me, you know I'm all about holistic health, about all natural things. And I mentioned in a few of my videos back in the 1920s how Rockefeller just basically did a witch hunt on everything that was natural. So he made it seem anti-Christian, heresy, heretical, and he had a witch hunt because they were starting to create petroleum-based medication. And that's what you have out there. This is very true. When you take multivitamins, only like 3 to 8% gets in your body, and then you just pee out the rest. It's not in a form that your body can actually use. So the amount that you would actually have to take that your body could use. Now, mind you, all of this stuff that you're taking has to be metabolized by your liver. Even though the liver is an amazing organ, you can slow it down and make it fail. So the amount that you would actually have to take to get what they say would hurt you. So yeah, I take sea moss from St. Lucia. I take sea moss on a daily basis. I also take ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, if you don't know, I would say if you're stressed, if you have a bad day, or if you just want to mentally relax, ashwagandha would be like it would be like the natural form of benzodiazepine. You know, like Xanax or Klonopin or Valium. Ashwagandha does that to you, but without hurting you and without causing the memory loss. So those are good things. Shiaji or Shilaji is another thing that I take, and you know, these things are all good. But they don't want us to know that, because once we start building our systems with that and making our immune system so strong that we don't need big pharma or big medicine or these doctors, that's what they don't want. And I can tell you now, 2 people in my family have had COVID 3 times. I've taken care of both of them all 3 times. I've never had it. And I immediately started giving them what I was taking. So, you know, you can give it to a child, you can give it to an adult, it's not going to hurt anyone. So I'm a very big proponent of that.
Esto es una llamada a todas las unidades de la ciudad de Miami. Esto es en Bayside ahora. De la noche.
It involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace. On New Year's Day, there was a massive police response in downtown Miami. More than 50 young people armed with sticks began fighting. Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks, causing chaos.
So now people are posting online saying that police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall shadowy aliens are saying a big creature could be seen standing in front of the entrance to the shopping area, Bayside. Today, the phrases Miami Mall and aliens of Miami have been among the top 10 searches on Twitter's trending tab. Twitter, of course, now called X. And Google News even has several reports questioning the event.
A lot of that you just saw was just straight CGI. We're gonna look at some more stuff. I posted one video on this already, but it looks like some new information has come out, so we're gonna go through that. But yeah, that last image of the big black alien, that's CG. I hope you guys can comprehend what is and what isn't CGI, but also with the new advent of machine learning. I'm not going to call it AI because it's not all AI. AI is a completely separate topic, but with the new advent of machine learning, you know, it gets very difficult to tell these things, especially on video. So let's see where it goes.
On January 2nd, 2024, a large police presence was spotted at the Bayside Marketplace, an outdoor mall in Miami, Florida. The police report stated that it was an incident involving teenagers with sticks and fireworks that caused a panic among shoppers. The problem that most people are having with this report is the sheer number of police vehicles involved, around 100, that surrounded the mall just for a small group of teenagers, 4 total, that had fireworks and sticks. Then eyewitness reports began surfacing of 8 to 10 foot creatures.
Okay, I've paused this on my last one. I'm going to pause it here. For one, tell me the last time Florida teens are some of the wildest in the country. You always see these reports, Florida man, blah, blah, blah. This Florida that. They even have their own version of juvenile incarceration, which is called JIT camps. So all across the state, JIT camps. So, and these JIT camps are pretty much like being on the compound at at least a level 2 or level 3 prison. But these are how these JIT camps are set up. So you're not going to see Florida teens fighting with sticks. No, unless they're calling this a stick, unless they're calling a blicky a stick, they were not fighting with sticks. Now, I don't know what this is. I can't tell. Feet look extremely large. Looks like it's wearing a diaper. And I don't know what's on the head. Could be a t-shirt wrapped around the head. Could be the pants wrapped around the head. That's why you're seeing a pair of tighty whities. I do not know. I'm not going to try to speculate and say this is some strange creature, but yeah, the feet do, the stride and the feet look abnormally large. But that's all I can say on that.
Creatures which were entering the mall, which really caused the mass panic from shoppers to the point many who were armed began to fire upon the large creatures. This caused the power to be cut from the mall and surrounding homes, and black helicopters sent into the air to scan the area, shutting down the Miami airport until the search was finished. Some have described these creatures as zombies to reptilians, to even Nephilim in nature as they entered the marketplace. What are these creatures? Are they a sign of the last days of Noah, or is it a government experiment gone AWOL? Or cryptids journeying from a secluded area nearby? You tell me.
So everybody wants to use these terms. Nephilim, all of these things. And you have to be careful when you're using those terms because Nephilim are a specific species. They are real. They always have been real, and they are a species. That's like us. We are Homo sapiens sapien. It would be like saying, a bunch of Neanderthals and Homo sapiens sapiens got into it with sticks and trees at the mall. And Florida teens are rambunctious and badasses ASF, so I wouldn't see them fighting with sticks. excuse me. What I did hear many times was people were saying that a portal opened up, and once these beings came through, the power went out. And a lot of these people are calling them angels. I can't tell you how I know, but I can tell you for 1000% fact angels do not use portals. So, what if there was a portal? Whatever came through there that caused that was not angelic. Angels never have no need to use portals. So, but there are things that use portals, and it's almost never good. So, let's see what else we can see.
Officials have been ordered to bring helicopters deemed dangerous in case of an air collision over the populated city. Reports have been coming in that our flying man attacked a car this morning. 2 people were found dead inside. It seems as if he's demonstrated super strength. It's really difficult for the police to respond to this kind of thing. It's unclear exactly what the deal was. Any of the potential attack. Over the last 3 days, 15 other victims have been found dead in similar attacks. He is reckless and violent. The federal government might intervene.
So you guys saw all of that. So this is definitely not the Miami Mall. This is in the daylight. Miami stuff happened nighttime. And yeah, you can hear whatever saying, you know, he has shown super strength. It could be a clip from a movie. It could be, you know, amateur CGI because it's blurry. You know, did fly and throw a car, but you know, amateur CGI artists can do that very easily. So this was not anything having to do with the Miami Mall. So I just want to spell that. You know, it's funny. We can't go anywhere without being on camera. Like everybody's got cameras, phones, cameras, security. I mean, it's everywhere. Yet we have over 100 squad cars, police officers out there, and no clear footage. Think about that. Think about that. It's 2024. Right now, we have, you know, your Samsung or your iPhone can literally, well, the Samsung can literally look at the moon almost as well as one of my telescopes. Nobody has any clear footage. I'm not trying to put doubt. I'm just saying what I'm seeing is not convincing me of what the story that's being told is. Now, I have heard a couple of people talk about, you know, what they saw was shadows forming that were tall, and when they tried to walk, they started glitching, and they were so in shock that they didn't even think about their phones. They just took off running after trying to register what that is. And that is understandable to me. Think about it. If you're in your front yard or you're walking to your car and a damn squirrel were to run up on you, you would freeze for a moment. You'd be like, what the hell is that? Is it what is that? And then next thing you know, it's all over you, you know? So yeah, that's natural human reaction. That's fight or flight. I think there needs to be another one added to fight or flight because fight, flight, or stand there and look at it and try to register it first and then fight or flight. Seems to be what most people are doing. But let's continue.
Bro. Everyone's going this way. Yo, what is that? Yo, what is that? Bro.
So, like I said, blurry, nothing valid to go on. Let's see what else we've got.
On January 2nd, 2024, a group of college kids go inside the mall holding some type of box the size of a DVD player and plug it into an outlet inside the mall, creating a portal to open up. And some alien being came out of it, standing 8 to 10 feet tall. Hundreds of police show up and start shooting at the tall creature. Soon later, reports say it was only kids with fireworks.
Is the sheer number of police vehicles involved, around 100, that surrounded the mall just for a small group of teenagers, 4 total, that had fireworks and sticks. Then eyewitness reports began surfacing of 8 to 10 foot creatures, which were entering the mall, which really caused the mass panic from shoppers to the point many who were armed began to fire upon the large creatures. This caused the power to be cut from the mall and surrounding homes, and black helicopters sent into the air to scan the area, shutting down the Miami airport until the search was finished.
So we're supposed to believe that some teenagers plugged something into the Miami Mall, to an outlet at the Miami Mall, that caused a portal, 8 to 10 foot tall creatures came out of it, and that's what caused all this. That is probably one of the most asinine stories I've ever heard. I'm not saying nothing happened. I'm just saying that did not happen. That definitely did not happen. Did they get the portal maker at Best Buy? Did they get it off Amazon? Teenagers plugging in something to an outlet in the Miami Mall opens up a portal, creatures start coming out. Excuse me. It's not even how portals work. So, and you can't get them at Best Buy. What I would think is, while everybody is like I always say, free card money. Pay attention to what this hand is doing. No idea what this hand is. That's what I always look at. So, what are they trying to turn our attention away from? Is it the Epstein docs that I've already posted? I've posted the links and I've read them on one of my videos. Unfortunately, all we have is some of the court documents that have been released, and we have the flight logs. But what we need is the passenger manifest that shows us who was on those flights here and there. But even the flight logs are strange, because you see, 1 male, 2 female, these things. I think that they're trying. Okay, let me put it this way. I think that if something did happen, great, they're trying to cover it up. But if nothing actually happened, it's because they're trying to steer our attention away from something else to focus on this. You know, personally, I might just have to go watch some Simpson videos and see what they're predicting, because they seem to always be on point.
Let's talk about those 10-foot tall aliens that were roaming around the Miami Mall with just somehow taking social media by storm. So on New Year's Day, video was released showing an insane amount of cops flocking to the Miami Mall. The police later said that 4 teenagers were detained and faced charges of burglary and grand theft. People online were instantly like, what are you hiding? Because that's a lot of cops for arresting a couple teenagers. So one person who claimed they were there starts talking online about how there are 10-foot tall aliens walking around, UFOs, yada yada, which is what the police were really going after. In reality, those rascals that thought a New Year's Day brawl would be fun also brought fireworks which were set off. The reason so many police showed up for something so simple is because people thought it was an active shooter. But too late, the alien theory has won the internet, and now people are dissecting a blurry video claiming this must be the alien. The guy even said in a follow-up video he was kidding about his story and he's never even been to Miami, but it's too late. People that believed him are now convinced the government went after him specifically to cover up his story. But what about that blurry mystery figure? Well, a clearer video shows that it's just 3 people walking beside.
Okay. I've seen this guy. I honestly don't know whether he's telling the truth or not. But what I have heard is a lot of things about big shadows. And in one of the videos I posted, and I think it's coming up here soon, you could see one of these shadows moving from one area, from a car to across that area right there. It's a big shadow, and people have described that. So I don't think there was nothing that went on, but I also think that whatever did go on was so, unrecognizable that people don't know what the hell happened. And you know how folks are. A bunch of folks start running, you run with them. But what are we running from? Don't know, just run. Because something happened, we are running. That's human nature. So maybe we'll see something. Let's see. I hope you all know that is just pure CGI, and they're using this A7. I can't even read that, but they're using a program to just realistically to just put stuff in videos. That's all that is.
No puede decir.
Cows broke out. Cows. Watch out for that cows everywhere.
Ground footages of Miami 2024 aliens.
Incident. This video is slowed down 0.25. So I want you to understand how slow I have this video, because I want you to see how fast this shadow is moving. Like, I slowed it down and it's still moving fast, bro. And if you pay attention, it changes locations and it changes shapes as well. I'm gonna talk you right through it. I want you to see right at the beginning is over here. You see how it is right there? And then look how it moves. Like, it scales over. And I want you also to think that I have this at 0.25 in time. And look how it's moving up here, right? I'm covering these guys up because you already know what time it is. I don't want to show this. But watch over my head. And you see how it moves? It moves. All right, so I want you to pay attention. Like, it moved away right? As the camera pulls away, but it moved this way and that way before it moved away, right? So I'm thinking, where is it? Where is it? Right? And then it's still back here, up here in the corner, waiting. But I want you to pay attention to what it's doing. I don't want to tell you what it's doing. I want you to see what it's doing. Look at this. Look. When he starts running over it, I want you to see. Look where it's at. Look where it's at. Look at.
So that's what I mean. Some valid things like that, you know, about shadows I've seen, and you know, those things are unfortunately not only a part of our reality, but people aren't used to seeing them, and it freaks the hell out of them. Understandable. Look at it again. Watch it go into the sewer. See that? Went right into the sewer. I couldn't tell you what that is. It's not good. It's not good, and it's not CGI. So, who knows what it is.
Todo para que sean testigos cuando se persigue llamar a todas las unidades. Pidan que vienen en camino. Adolescentes corriendo, policías convergiendo en un mismo punto y una mancha gris que parece moverse. Las grabaciones en un centro comercial al aire libre de Miami han disparado esta escena. Posteriormente, usuarios comenzaron a analizar con profundidad todo el panorama y se dieron cuenta de una presencia particular. Las especulaciones apuntan a que la policía de Miami estaba frente a espécimes extraterrestres.
Okay. Even though I look like I'm Spanish and I speak Spanish, I don't speak that much Spanish, so I have no idea what he's saying or even if what he's saying is valid, because I can't understand it. I understand, like, you know, a third of what he's saying, so let's just move on.
I was actually at the mall in Miami when all those police showed up, and I'm here to tell you right now, the story that the mainstream media is putting out is not the real story. This might get my account banned, but I have to tell the truth. So this trip to the mall started just like any other trip to the mall I have. I didn't have a lot of money, and I'm looking for opportunities to steal. No, there were no crop circles or no grotesque smells. If you're looking for a sci-fi story, you were on the wrong page. But what I will say is there is no way to explain what I saw next. So I am at the Foot Locker and I'm sitting on the bench. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to get the salesperson to go in the back and get me another size shoe while I still have that size shoe with me. And then I walk out of the store. So I'm there trying to rock this guy to sleep. And then I hear a commotion outside the store. It was probably 50 to 60 feet away. And then it got louder and louder and what sounded like fireworks. Now, at first in my mind, I just chalked it up to kids being kids. Maybe someone else was stealing and step one finesse didn't work. So they had to go for step two violence. I'm not thinking much of it. And then I hear the most blood-curdling screech I'd ever heard in my life. Now, with all this hooping and hollering going on, I realized this is not only the perfect opportunity to investigate, But I'm stealing, baby. So boom, I run out of the store and I run towards the commotion. So boom, I'm running out the store and then the sales guy's behind me. He's like, stop, I'm gonna call the police. And I looked at him, turned around, I said, I am the police, I gotta go. So when I finally shake loose from the salesman, I'm getting more close to the commotion and the screams are getting louder and everything's sounding way more grotesque. I'm actually scared at this point. And I round a corner and then boom, I see it. No, it's not a 10-foot alien. We all know aliens don't get that tall, but it was an alien, just not the type of alien you're thinking of. Now, I'm still not for sure at this point what I'm seeing. It's so bizarre. So I duck behind some obese people and I get a better look. What I saw looked like some sort of intergalactical sex riot. And then all the cops pull up and I'm so worried about these shoes I got in my hand, I think they're after me. But they were there to stop the alien on alien crime and I made it out the mall with my shoes. I didn't even want to make this video, but I have to come on here and tell the truth.
So he runs out, things are sounding way more grotesque. Does he even know what grotesque sounds like? And then boom, he tells them, I am the police, and then runs into an alien sex riot. Ducked behind some obese people, and it looked like some intergalactical sex riot. Nice. And they were there to stop the alien on alien crime. Not the black on black crime, but the alien on alien crime. And he made it out with his shoes. Clout chaser. Just full of shit. Ducked behind some obese people and saw an intergalactical sex riot. What does that even mean? What? I don't care if it's galactical or intergalactical. What is a sex riot? He's just full of shit. But glad you put your TikTok up there letting people know you're a booster. So, you know, because feds look at all of this stuff. So you just really fucked up. Even if it's not true. You fucked up and now you're gonna have an eye on you.
Was it mall creatures or teenagers? That is the question. I myself identified as a mall creature when I was a teenager, but I digress.
I can't. I can't. I cannot. Ugh. I can't listen to this one. I myself identified as a mall creature. That high-pitched voice and that stupid smirky grin. Oh. I feel like everybody who is just trying to get some kind of clout off of this is making the rest of our IQs just lower by listening to them. So let's do them a favor and not even listen to them, because we don't need our brain cells burned. We're trying to actually, you know, take a good look at things and rationalize and see what's going on, and I just can't, and I won't. So before I let this in, I'm gonna play this one, and I want to know your guys' perspective. I've stated my own perspective many times, but let me know what your perspective is, and we can go from there.
World's smartest kid thinks that CERN blew the world up in 2008. Maybe that fucking kid is right.
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred from form to form. But if there are an infinite number of universes, then there's 100% chance that this happened. At least maybe in another universe, maybe not ours. Then again, there's also an infinite chance that this is our universe.
Joe Rogan and the world's smartest kids seem convinced that CERN is the epicenter of world-altering experiments. Maybe they're looking in the wrong direction. Like the true architects of reality-bending science are just toiling away, not in the spotlight of CERN, but in dark corners so secretive even their existence is a state secret. Quantum reality hacking, consciousness transference, time manipulation, experiments that don't just bend time, but fold it, altering the past through the present, or universal simulation control. Maybe they're manipulating the parameters of our simulated universe. Tell me what you think in the comments. Where's the real Pandora's box? CERN or Secret Shadow Labs?
So he's using a lot of catchphrases on purpose because he wants you to kind of key into those catchphrases. I have my own opinions on this. Yeah, I don't think CERN did anything because I've had friends that work for CERN. I know exactly what happens at CERN. I've even known whistleblowers to come out from CERN, and what they told me were pretty much in line with what I already knew. And it was nothing that spectacular. But one of the things is, I do think that, you know, the world did shift. I'm not going to say end, shift in 2012. And we've been shifting differently since then. So 2012, we were supposed to end. Now there's footage, and I'll post this once I get the videos all loaded up. But we were supposed to get hit by a coronal mass ejection, solar ray burst from the sun. So you can see the video. It clearly shows sun, boom, big burst of energy, and then a craft takes that energy, and it was 9 days from hitting us, and it shifts it away from us. Now, did that alter our timeline because of all this stuff that we're seeing now and all of the crazy stuff like the Mandela effect? Or is the Mandela effect just them trying to gaslight us? Because I know a lot of you look at Sinbad and that Shazam thing. I've seen videos of Sinbad where they talked about, you know, he was at a bad place when he did that movie, and he has paid a lot of people to get it removed from the internet, and he just denies. So, and I've seen that with a lot of things, being in my field for what I do for a living, you know. So which one is it? We are shifting. That's a fact. We are shifting to a higher frequency and vibration. Earth, the planet, we are. That's something that's scientific. That's something that you can measure. But did something happen in 2012? Like we were supposed to be destroyed and then something happened. I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in coincidences. So if something happened and then it was veered away from us, and now we're in this point to where, you know, just all kinds of things are happening, and we've got the intergalactic community, their eyes on us because of not just what was supposed to happen, but what's happening now with, you know, possibility of a third world war and all of these things. Think about that. Let me know what you think in the comments. You know, this just takes a lot of investigating. You know, there's so many bits and pieces to it that as a community we all need to contribute and see what we think. And I'm not talking about stupid opinions. I'm talking about, you know, do your research, find out some facts, and then let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it. That's all I'm saying. You know, because I don't know, but I know that, you know, veils are a lot thinner between our worlds and other parallel universes than they used to be. I know that our entire planet's frequencies have been raised because 15% of us are carrying the other 85% of us and raising those frequencies. I know that for a fact because it's measurable. Measure that scientific data. Measurable. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm still really unclear on the whole Miami Mall thing, but from what I've seen, I'm in the mind of that happened but they needed that to happen so that we would pay attention to that and not pay attention to something else. And I've personally been in government buildings where I've witnessed misinformation or disinformation campaigns going on. You know, I've seen, you know, a group of 30 people in an apartment on Facebook and even on MySpace way back then trying to change the narrative of things. I've even seen it at Google, you know, where they would not allow you to search for, you know, during elections, you could not search for certain things about Hillary when she was running. So I hope I don't get banned for anything that I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it very PC, but, you know, let me know what you think. I'll see you guys on the next one.